Hello, thank you for joining me once again. I did have a video that turned out to be 50 minutes long where I explained a bunch of different things. And I have it uploaded and it's unlisted because it's 50 minutes, and who really wants to sit there for 50 minutes while I ramble on about this game? If you do, I'll consider just putting the link in the description or something, but I don't think anybody would really want to sit through that. And it was really unorganized and disorganized and so on and so forth. Those mean the same thing. So today, I was just going to take one of the pieces of what I was talking about and just work through that. So, I'm sure everybody has seen that Electro is in the game. So if you were doing PvP, you're probably going to get him because that's just how lockboxes work. They're pretty much free heroes, which I like. I have 5 right now. I've gotten 1 duplicate. That's not bad. And tomorrow I'll have a chance of getting another comic, so we'll hope for the best. But we'll just take a quick look at Electro here. So, pretty much he gets Volt, which I imagine is the same buff you get from that PvP weapon a while back. I forget what it was called. You get it from nearby electric attacks, and if you're affected by electric effects. So, you know, all the ones that I guess shocking effects. So you take reduced damage from electricity and its effects, of course. That would only make sense, being that you're all electric based, and Sinister Six members get extra turns. It's pretty cool, and who knows, maybe they'll give an agent a weapon that'll make him a member of the Sinister Six. His skills, he's a blaster, so, that's always good. We love blasters right now. So Static Charge is good, and Crackle is good. And I think this is the only skill that has both of them on the same thing. Looking here, this is a really interesting skill where this live wire buff here, or deep, it's kind of a buff of sorts. I mean, it's red for some reason, so some reason counts as something negative. But your attacks turn into electricity, which I guess against him, that would be bad because now you're doing less damage to him, and prevents Crackle from going off. So that's something to consider. But it also puts on disadvantage to all the enemies. So disadvantage is always a good thing, especially if you're going against tacticians. Unless it's the safeguard suit or somebody with the EISO. Supercharge puts that on your teammates instead. So they can all help him, proc static and stuff. Gives him 2 turns so he can really just go to town on you with the static. And he gets stamina back every round so that he can just, keep pumping out the damage there. So yeah, this skill is AoE, Polarized, Ozone, and Shocking Development. So everyone should be pretty familiar with Ozone and Polarized by now. Polarized is a better version of Magnetized, and Ozone is taking extra damage from electric attacks and effects. And Shocking Development just is pretty much the Opportunist or the Paragon, or not Paragon, what do you call it? Pressure points. It's like a pressure points of electricity. And this skill is the Token Exploits, or he can actually remove the electric effects from his team and toss them at the enemy. So that's actually pretty good. So this makes him actually counter electric teams even more because, if you have, say, Beta Ray Bill and he shocks your team, well, after 4 rounds, you can toss all this stuff off of your team. So yeah, it's probably not something you'd use realistically in PvP. It normally doesn't go on that long. But as you see here, I've been leveling Craven and Lizard pretty much non-stop. Um, 14 here. I kind of forgot about her. I'll make a Winter Soldier video soon. Hellcat, she exists. I mean, you can... I'll probably explain her in another video. I don't really feel like going over it now. Right now, I just want to go into PvP and mainly take a look. I'm only gold right now, so I do apologize. But I just want to mess around with some different ideas here, just to give you guys an idea of, you know, just in general how static works. So I do have, you know, the suit. I do not have it ISO'd. Please excuse me while I put on ISOs. I did not mean to change page. Here we go. It looks pretty cool in my opinion. You know, it's not too different looking from a lot of the other suits. It would be cool if they took some time and actually did something besides put some particles on them. But I guess that's just what they're gonna do. And I'm sure everyone's a little upset that they haven't actually put in those other suits that they were talking about. The yeah, it says 70. I'm pretty sure you're all aware of that bug. The flight suits or whatever they were called, the ones that were supposed to make you have access to power armor, it's really upsetting that those never got implemented. But what can you do? So, taking a look at this, we get, I'm immune to electricity, and I get static charge on single target, and single targets are guaranteed to crit. So anything with deadly crits would be amazing. Unarmed gains shocking. So pretty much your follow-up attacks will be shocking. That's pretty much what you get out of that. And your melee attacks gain charged attack, which triggers static charge. So you want to run things that are melee. So I have the Grace Note. And I'm going to take that off for something like this. Actually, yeah. Grim Mace is something that always crits. And being that I'll always crit, and this is adamantium and a whole bunch of other cool things, this would be nice. And, you know, this has follow-ups on its own, so. But this is pretty much where my damage is going to come from. I'm probably not going to actually shoot Hexenjäger. And having him tank is a bit of a danger. So you know what? We're going to take that off. I feel weird taking off Dark Energy Blade, but we're going to replace it with, let's see. What is that thing called? This has follow-ups. But the Mandible is melee, and it might actually proc electricity. So let's go through some of these characters. So we're going to swap off of who, you know, I win all my fights with. So we're going to take a look at a few. So Storm is a good choice, which is something you won't hear very often. But I still think she's actually one of the better choices for static teams, because if you really want the best defensive option for a static team, I really don't see how there's a better one. She has a great avoidance effect. And it's a 50%. And you just can't run her with Beta Ray Bill, but this is also unremovable. And you can have everyone start out with a crit. So we're going to start by putting aiming on this. And then we will do, let's see. Let's do powerful. Who is this, Captain America? Okay. Hey, we're just doing a quick build here, nothing too crazy. I do have her AISO and her EISO, so we're all ready to go. Other than her level, she's good to go. Now, one of the people we can match her up with would be Victor. So he's good for quite a few reasons. Like, he is one of those cybernetic characters, so he's just naturally resistant to a lot of debuffs. And he's a tech person who can't have his tech obsoleted. So you can never go wrong. Let's see. So we want... I don't have his ISO yet. I may farm for that, may not. Not a lot of great choices there. Oh, no, I know what I can get. Sorry. I'm being silly. Take the class-specific ones. So, Covert. And then... Ukemi, because why not? Alright, and we're just going to do a quick hookup of his skills. Look at all of these. What type is this? This has a lot of modifiers on it. I think I'll take actually Ironized for that. I don't want to take off his. Not sure why Rescue has it on now. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just make some notations in the video to see. I can probably skip a lot of this. This is going to take a minute. Because none of these guys are ISO ahead of time. Probably won't use the shield. I may not even use this, but that's unnecessary. He already applies that. Already applies that. Okay, that's cool, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna try a couple matches with this. Of course, Storm needs the level, blah blah blah. Alright, so the main thing you get out of this... Okay, this team isn't too bad. Is probably all tacticians, so that's kind of crappy, but he can handle that. So Storm is not going to have any choice but to give these guys extra turns. Yeah, and see, that will proc static, and you know, these teams are obviously going to be really weak. I think I've already mentioned it, just in case I did not, don't put Storm with Beta Ray Bill, because their passives clash with each other, since they're both avoidance effects, one will remove the other. Pretty sure I mentioned it, but I just really want to make sure that's in everybody's minds. Alright, so he can't lose his counterattacks because of the AI, so that's fine. And he just got Chain Lightning, and he's going to have it procced again. No? Okay. And it's just a lot of discharging, a lot of extra attacks. So you see, like, the static just doesn't stop. She gets, like, free attacks. I think if your team is attacked, she'll do that little lightning thing. And on top of that, you can use just her regular lightning skill. Like, if Victor went first, and I did my lightning and I got 2 follow-ups, well, it's going to proc repeatedly. So that's actually going to be strong. So this is a good setup. This is like probably your optimal setup. Alright, so now we got our avoidance effect, which she'll probably ignore because she's a scrapper being hit by an infiltrator right now. So, but we can deal with that. So that's not too bad. Alright, so that'll proc Chain Lightning. Yeah. Oh! And that procs Chain Lightning. You know what? There is a, I know what I should put on. There's a hammer that would work really well with this stuff. And we're just going to give her some lightning, because that should be pretty much it. Lightning again. And static, and static. So, yeah, you pretty much see how that works. That's pretty simple, pretty basic. I like it, personally. I really think Storm is severely underrated. Probably with that Scrapper suit, you know, being new to the game at this point, it would probably make her a lot better of a choice. So we're gonna try out Thor. So Thor is kind of your primary, like, I want to blow somebody up offensive choice. There's lots of ways you can get him to just, you know, annihilate people. I'm pretty sure I have one of his E-ISOs. And by pretty sure, I mean I totally don't. So what is he? Blaster? So we will just take... Come on, scroll over. This one. This way, he can't swing at our teammates. Because we hate that. We hate that a lot. I'm sure we all do. And let's see. Hook him up with some A-ISOs. Honestly, I don't think it really matters what I give him too much. But I think what I want to do, because he's a damage kind of guy. Do I have another powerful? No. I'll take it off of Magneto. You don't need it. This, I believe, I have the A-ISO for that. What is this? Shocking? Yeah. Gains electricity and static charge. Inspire Bravery. We will give free crits to our team as well. I don't have his A-ISO for that skill, I know that much. And for this skill, this is what? Electric Energy. We will give it Suppressing, because giving him a shield will give him survivability as he has none. Just, you know, built in. Alright, and then we can also take a look at... Oh, of course my mind would just go blank. Beta Ray Bill. Sorry. Okay, there we go, there we go. The guy that looks almost like him. Where are you? You're right here. Beta Ray Bill is like defensive Thor. Like, he has a couple things to benefit with, but overall he's, I mean, that was poor English. Let me try that again. So his skills mainly lead towards him being a defensive tanky kind of guy, and he has some offense capabilities, and those generally take some time to set up, but it will probably kill just like Thor's will. So he has that advantage. Pretty sure, because this only procs when they are attacked. It doesn't care anymore about any special rules. You know, he comes with like some good support at the start of the round, and just the fact that he survives better than Thor is nice. But Thor is really the guy who's just built for the burst. So I'll give him that too. I'm just giving him that for no reason. Give him, no. Take that off of you. So this is catastrophic, so... I don't really have great ISOs here, but... I'm not sure what I have on Star-Lord with that. Probably his last skill. And we're never gonna use Squirrel Girl again, because I didn't like her. Okay, so... we have our team set up here, and... you know what? I think... just for this, I think I do want to give him a hammer too, because I don't want him to feel left out. Now, if only I can remember what it's called. This one? Yes. So now, I'm pretty sure people have seen teams similar to this. You know what? That's actually totally unnecessary. I'm thinking about it. If you're wearing this suit, there's no reason to put that on. Because the suit does that if I just use this instead. This honestly has higher damage on it, and it exploits opportunity. And gives me more chances for follow-ups from me and my teammates. So, yeah, I mean, we've made the decision there. That's where we're gonna go. We're not just gonna sit here and try to look cool. And besides, I have the mace anyways that I totally even forgot I had. Okay, so this person thinks Angel is a good character to put in this team. I've actually lost to an Angel a long time ago. One. Just one. So we're gonna get our crits here. There's almost no reason not to start with that skill unless somebody has a mystic on, you know? And my agent's set up to where I could even fight against that. Yeah, just look how many times Static has been proccing the whole time we've been doing this. It's going off constantly. I really wish I had better teams because this dude is out of the picture. Oh no. Been shot by a Tommy gun. And my free turn. See you later. Alright, so that looked OP. Like, really OP. But keep in mind, I'm just in gold. We'll try this again when I'm at Adamantium. You know? Because this is really disappointing. The beginning of PvP. And I haven't even upgraded my armor yet. I figured this season I have like 100 gold. And I was just going to spend it finally boosting my armory after like 3 or 4 seasons of not doing it. These guys aren't going to make me do it. But the ones higher up, they will. Oh. So, with this suit, you know, the agents are also immune to electricity, so if you do fight like a Victor team or something like that, you don't have to worry about disintegrating to them. So that's always nice. To not die. So yeah, we'll just make sure they don't get extra turns. The extra turns are kind of annoying. I'm not really too worried about enraging him because being that he's a bruiser, I have 2 blasters on my team, so they will have no problem wiping him out. So here we go. We'll see how much the AoE does first. Oh my goodness. You guys are gone. Well, hope you had fun. I sure did. These teams are so easy. I really wish I had something to challenge me with. Constrictor, I would say, would be the other choice. I don't have his E-ISO, but I think that would make him pretty viable for a static team because everything he does is electricity. Now, he can't apply a static charge, so you definitely want to run him with probably Beta Ray Bill or Victor. You probably don't want to run him with Thor without having the A-ISO, I believe it is, that gives it to his level 6. I don't remember. It could be his A-ISO, could be his E-ISO. I don't have either, so sue me. And I wouldn't do him with Storm because she doesn't actually apply it very well. So let's just finish it out with one more game with these guys. Because there's no reason for me not to burn all my energy. But I would definitely run a static team this season so far. And if you need to counter static teams, like if they are getting really popular, what you can simply do is, I'm imagining you have characters. I'm not going to imagine that you just started or anything like that. Take Wonder Man or Sandman in your team. And both of them are totally immune to all that stuff. If you put on this suit, your agent's immune. And that's pretty much all you would have to do to really safeguard your team from the dangers that would occur. It's really not too big of a deal. I don't think I've ever seen a blaster hybrid in PvP either, by the way. I've seen bruiser ones, like at one point that was pretty popular. Blaster? Yeah, and taking this over the hammer, I don't think... No, that's not unarmed. If it was unarmed, that would be nice. But that's always gonna crit. That's a ton of damage. And it's static. I mean, that's honestly way better than the hammer. Like any day of the week. And that's pretty much it. There you have it. So, yeah, go ahead and give static a try this season if you haven't before, especially if you have the suit. There's pretty much... I don't really imagine there being much reason running a static team without it anymore, because it gives your agent just so much ability to work with static. Like, the radiation suit was kind of cool, I guess, but it's not as well thought out and as well built as the static suit. And the bruiser reward suit, I honestly don't feel like that one's going to be great. Like, that one works with frost effects, but I mean, other than storm and, one attack out of the weather control device, there's not a lot of ice-based things going on, and there's not really much reason to have your attacks turn into ice type. I mean, if you guys can think of a reason why you'd want something to go ice type, you let me know, but unless you're beating up on Hydro Man, I'm at a loss. But alright, thanks for watching, and good luck this season. There's, a lot of the same probably going to happen, but we'll see when I get to Adamantium, and when you guys probably already got to Adamantium and, showing me what it's all about soon. But I'll be up there hopefully sooner than later, and I'll make some more videos. I do want to mess with Winter Soldier some more. I really feel like Kraven is insane. So, when I get him to probably 14, I'll make a video with him. Honestly, I can make a video with him right now. But the only thing I'd be afraid of with Kraven is people who are immune to bleeds. Which, it's pretty much Null is the one you're going to see all the time. And Victor, you're going to see him pretty often. And then people who are immune to poison, which I think once again includes Victor. Of course. And it's his counter class. But I think he's still going to be alright. So we'll see. We'll see. Definitely want to play him. And if you have Kraven, give him a shot. Let me know. If you have been playing Kraven in PvP, make a comment. I do want to see what you guys are doing too, so be sure to let me know. Have a nice one.